Is Notorious, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, one of his forgotten classics, or is it one worth skipping? Find out today on Really Old Movies. Welcome to Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin, and today I'll be discussing Notorious from Alfred Hitchcock. Some essential movie details. This is one of several collaborations between Ingrid, Bergman, and Alfred Hitchcock, as well as Cary Grant and Alfred Hitchcock. And so they've all done several, at least 2 or 3 with him over the years, and this is one where they work together as well. This is also one of the few times that Claude Rains is also an Alfred Hitchcock film, and he's known for many movies like Phantom of the Opera from 1943, The Invisible Man from 1933, and a few others. He's a well-known kind of secondary either villain or character as well. All right, in regards to the plot, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was phenomenal. It was one of the best plots I've ever seen. I love that the whole time, we're kind of on the edge of our seat of, is Claude Rains going to figure out Ingrid Bergman's a spy, basically? Just so many tense moments, like when she has the key to his cellar, in her hands, and she's trying to hide it within her hands, and then you see her drop it, and it's just super tense moment, very Hitchcockian, if you will. So I really loved the plot. I really loved the progression of the storyline. The only gripe, and the reason why I gave it a 4.5 out of 5, is I thought the ending was kind of lackluster. I thought there was more that they could have done with it. But other than that, it was a great plot, a great storyline. All right, in regards to acting, 5 out of 5. Everybody is really good in this movie. Cary Grant, he's amazing as his role. He's kind of sarcastic, but he's also kind of fun and lovable too. Ingrid Bergman, she's great as well, kind of playing a little bit of a drunk. That's a little different from the roles you usually see her in, so I really liked her as well. And then also Claude Rains. He was great as a, I guess you could say, villain, because he's supposed to be a villain. He's like a former Nazi. But yeah, he was really good. And in the scenes where, especially when you see he figures out that she's a spy, you could see how dark and twisted look on a face he has, as well as his mom is with him as well. But yeah, great acting. And they didn't have to do very much talking in that scene, really good. In regards to directing, 5 out of 5 as well. I think this is one of Hitchcock's best. It's phenomenally good. I really loved the style, the scenery, the setup, all of it. It was really fantastic. And there's 2 or 3 sets in the whole movie? That's incredible. There's just really good dialogue and really good camera angles and all of that keep you engaged, help you forget there's not very many sets in the movie. So yeah, I loved it. Fantastic. And that leads into cinematography and special effects. Really good, excellent. Love the close-ups in some of the scenes, especially on the key. That was really nice. And yeah, phenomenally good. I really, really liked the camera work in this movie. And yeah, I think the scene, like I mentioned earlier, with Claude Rains and Ingrid Bergman, that was one of the best scenes in the movie. Reason why it's the cover of the Criterion release, right? Phenomenal. In regards to music, gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was excellent. Really set the tone and the mood. No real nitpicks, really. It was pretty good, pretty standard. There's some scenes I wish there was some more music. Like at the very end, it was pretty quiet. But other than that, really, really good music. All right, so overall, tallying that up, that brings my Letterboxd score to a 4.8 out of 5, which I'm rounding to a 5 out of 5. So would I recommend this movie? Absolutely. I think this is one of his best, and of the 40s, maybe even the best of the 40s. I haven't seen too many from then, but yeah, no, this is a really good Hitchcock movie. I think more people need to see it, and I definitely think it's a forgotten classic. You don't hear about it too much. Yeah, I highly recommend it. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. Excellent movie. All right, well, those are my thoughts and feelings on Notorious from Alfred Hitchcock. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Make sure to subscribe to our Instagram and Facebook at Really Old Movies, where I discuss details about the week's particular film. New podcast episodes are released on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many, many more. Make sure to also follow us on YouTube at Really Old Movies, where I do monthly live streams. And every once in a while, I'll do a pre-recorded video where I'll discuss a particular film, for an anniversary, or I'll do it for a different convention, that sort of thing. It's kind of like mini documentaries, if you will. All right, well, thank you so much. This has been Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin. Take care.